Okay, there we go. All right, so I wanted to read. So have you guys read through the qualification bonus stuff for the diamond bonus pool since we're about to start the next quarter? So I just want to go over it just for fun, because why not, right? Okay, so here's what you got to do. You need to be a paid diamond or higher for 6 weeks during 6 consecutive bonus weeks in the quarter and qualify for Success Club each month in that same quarter. So 2 things. So 6 weeks during the quarter, and I know the quarter will start October 1st. And then Success Club October, November, December. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure y'all understood that. I mean, it's not that complicated, but I just wanted to make sure that y'all knew that. Because I think it's worth shooting for, and it's attainable for sure for both of you, and Heather too. I think very attainable for all 3 of you. So, you might want to make that a goal, I think. What do you think? I think it's a worthy goal. Yeah, okay, good. That was my biggest announcement, although are y'all doing a week of hard labor? Anybody tried? No. Are you afraid to?
No, I'm damaged.
I'm damaged. You damaged.
Seriously. Good. Yeah, I need to get an MRI.
For your shoulder?
Yeah, it's just not getting better. So the only thing that's helping is ibuprofen. But I've been hurt since the end of July. So
yeah, I was going to say it's been at least a month.
That probably means there's, yeah.
Well, I will tell you, I for my rotator cuff, when Molly was 5, so 7 years ago, and there's 4 thingies in your rotator cuff. It actually looks like that. There's 4 thingies. And I tore the bottom one all the way through, but not the other 3. And so a full rotator cuff tear is when all 4 of them tear. But they gave me the option of surgery or just doing PT and stuff, and I did the PT and stuff. It took 6 months to get better.
So Kim, it's like right here.
That's rotator cuff.
And like it hurts to do anything.
Like do this?
No, not well, a little bit, but it feels like I have a separation between the muscles themselves. Does that make sense, you guys?
It sounds to me like you have the same thing I did.
Yeah, and like if I push in on it hard enough, then it doesn't hurt as bad.
Too bad you can't just do that all the time.
I know. So like I wake up all the time in the middle of the night, and then I really can't lift weights. I mean, I can do biceps and triceps, but I can't do
shoulders.
Can't do anything related to shoulder. I can't do planks. I really can't.
No.
Can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I did imaging on it. I mean, it's good to know what's wrong. But you don't have to do surgery. I didn't.
I'm hoping it won't be surgery. Maybe it'll, like you said, just be PT. But anyway, I'm in a world of hurt. So no, I can't do.
You can't do.
I can't do the Sigi thing.
No.
So much.
No, it's good. I've been doing it. It's good. I'm going to do it for 2 weeks.
Good.
Yeah, but it's good. It'll still be there when you get all better.
What do you like about it?
Well, it's very similar to Body Beast for sure, but it's different moves. They're not the same, and a lot of combination moves. And it kind of forces you to lift pretty heavy, because like each move, they'll start with a light weight and then a medium weight and then a heavy weight, and then they sneak in what they call heavy plus. And so you're like, well, my heavy weight's 25. Now what do I do for heavy plus? And so you have to go up. Oh. So, but I didn't know that going into it. I was just like, oh gosh, what happened? But it's good. It's really good. It's fun, and it's his usual quirky self, but it moves fast. It doesn't move really slow like some of his live workouts do. But, but so moves fast, and it's fun, and he's funny. But it's good. I like it. It's a good thing. I don't think I had a whole lot of other announcements. Other than the fact that the challenge pack for Beachbody On Demand is remaining on sale for the month of September. I've heard scuttlebutt that might be the price forever. I'm not sure though. So don't get too hooked on that idea in case it's not, so that's exciting. Have you guys, you guys don't like Daily Sunshine, Kimberly. Your kids don't like it. My kids do like it. They actually really, Molly more than Mason. Mason loves Recover.
But are you putting stuff in it? I mean, I'm like, okay, if you're putting stuff in it, then why not just go ahead and use Shakeology?
I'm not.
But yeah.
Straight up.
Okay.
For Mason, I use it straight up with regular milk. And with Molly, I use it straight up with coconut milk. So that's it.
I'm glad they like it. That's great.
Molly's always liked Shakeology. Mason never liked it. And so this is like, but he loves Recover. So he's like, I don't know, I think I like Recover better. But
yeah, my son loves Recover.
Yeah, he likes Recover a lot. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about tonight was I've done sneak peeks with other people in the refinery before, but I feel like it's time for us to start doing some ourselves. So I think that we need to devise a plan. I put a calendar out. Did you see the calendar on Facebook?
No, not yet, but
there she blows. I was trying to make a fancy one in Canva, but I can't figure it out. I need to figure it out. And I gave up last night. I was like, I'm just going to use Word. So I made a calendar. And then on that third week in September, I proposed that we did a sneak peek on a Sunday evening because I thought that was a night that we could all probably come together. I don't know. Kimberly, does that work for you? It doesn't matter. We can do it another night. I don't really care.
Yeah, it just kind of depends on dates because my weekends are kind of all over. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't see that, but I haven't been on Facebook much today.
Oh, right. So it's in the team page. And what did I put it? What date did I put it on?
The 17th.
Yeah, the 17th. So
September 17th.
That's actually a really bad day for me. I don't know why I did that. I may not be home. I have a horse show. Why did I do that? Anyway, I guess we don't have to do it on that day. But I also so the two things I wanted to talk about tonight are kind of strategizing that coach sneak peek, number one, and number two, doing a new free group and doing it as a team as opposed to joining other people's, or just kind of doing it as a team, like a real thing. And
I think that's a good idea.
I think this is what I think. I really think we need to have 3 things to invite to every month. Okay, 3. One will always be the challenge group, whether it's yours or mine or whoever's it is. One will be a free group, and one will be a coach sneak peek. And I think we have to do this every flammin' month. I don't think it's a good idea to not. I think we should be super consistent about it. And I think that we all need to be involved in it because it's kind of pointless to invite somebody to a coach sneak peek when they're thinking that you're going to be there and you're not, because nobody really cares what I have to say when they really want to hear Kimberly or Stacy. And so the way that we've done it in the past, and I don't know how to use Google Hangouts, although if somebody wants to learn, we can certainly use it that way. But what we've done in the past is create an event, and then within that event, we each have a time that we go live within an hour's time frame. Talk about different topics. So usually there's 5 topics and 3 stories, although I don't think we have enough people to do that. Although we can, because we can each talk more than once. So the topics would be, what does a Beachbody coach do? And then we talk about the 4 vital behaviors. And then we talk about how we earn money. And then we talk about how we join. And then we would give some personal stories, scattered in there. So there's 4 topics, and there can be more too, but those are the 4 that really need to be discussed. And I think what people are sort of interested in, like, why is it, and what does a Beachbody coach do? Well, why we or how we earn part can be why Beachbody is different. But you can talk about whatever you want to talk about, whatever you're most comfortable with. You pick that topic, and then you talk about it for about 7 to 10 minutes, and then the next person goes, and it just goes like that. And so then within that event, there'll be 7 live videos that are each, 8 minutes a piece, which is about an hour long. It's worked well in the past for us as a group, but I feel like it would be more beneficial to us as a team for our team to be doing our own.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wanted
Are you going to distinguish at all between discount coach and working coach, or is this really the focus group more on working coach?
I think the focus is more on the working coach because why would somebody want to know like how you earn? You know what I mean? I don't know. It doesn't, and you can talk about that in the how you earn part. You can talk about the difference between a discount coach, and you can actually, that can be another topic, the 3 types of coaches: discount coach, hobby coach, working coach. That can be, so we can have 5 topics and 2 personal stories. And then I just don't want it to go over an hour because I think that's too long. Really 45 minutes would be even better. So if we could keep each topic to 6 minutes, that would be great.
Well, if we do it as an event, couldn't we spread those videos out?
Well, yeah, absolutely, you can. But I think if you can keep people's attention for just that 45 minutes, it's even better. Because they're live questions, and then each person's going one after another, and you can kind of piggyback on what other people are saying. So what we've done is you have like the event open, like I sit there and listen to the first person, the second person, the third person, then maybe I'm the 4th person. And so I've heard everything that they've said going up to it, and then I kind of piggyback and then add my own thing to my own topic. We've tried it both ways where we've gone live in there over the course of the day, and the earlier, like on a Sunday, the earlier in the day, those videos don't get seen as much as the ones that are in the evening. Mm-hmm. And so the concept is to have it in a time where people are sitting down and can actually watch it. And then you and then you potentially, I guess, does it go away? I guess what we did was we had the event go from, 7:00 p.m. on Sunday to 7:00 the next day, so that all the videos would stay in there and they would stay in there for the day, and then it just disappears. That's what we were doing. So people, if they didn't catch the first 2 videos, they can catch up with it later, however they had to go in the middle of it, whatever, they can catch up with it. But it's been pretty successful, and I think it's time for us to move in that direction ourselves instead of piggybacking on the other refinery leaders. That's just my opinion. What do y'all think?
Sure.
Down. So kind of look at your calendars and see if that day works. If it doesn't work, let's move it and change it. I don't care when it is. That was just throwing numbers up there. That's a horrible day for me. But
the 17th?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can do it then, or I could do it the next Sunday, if you'd prefer.
24th. So my parents are in town and we're going sailing that day. I can do it on the 17th. We'll just do it at like 8:00 my time, which would be 7 Kimberly and 9 Stacy. Yeah, is that okay? Yeah. So
yeah, the 24th won't work for me because that's Super Sunday.
Oh, right. You're right. Yep.
We're doing Sunday because Chris Downing is coming.
Yay! How fun! Kimberly, do you have one local to you? I'm sure you do.
No idea.
I'll find out.
I'll have to find one.
Yeah, I'm sure. Gosh, there's got to be one. I mean, I bet there's one 5 minutes away from you.
You would think, but I haven't. The last time I looked, I didn't see one. So I'll have to But I'll make myself a note to look.
Yeah, do.
Here.
I think that'll be worth going to. You probably have somebody good coming too. That would be my guess. I think Vegas gets good people. Clearly Houston does. What the heck? That's awesome. Yay. Oh, that's awesome. We have Joel Freeman in Denver. I cannot go, but
That's who we had last month.
I know, right? I know.
I'm jelly. My boyfriend.
He's been here twice since I've been a coach, and neither time I could go.
He's awesome.
I could go if it was on the 23rd, but it's on the 24th, and I can't go on the 24th. So, whatever. Not happy. Anyway, okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll put up, let me take some notes. I'll put up a thing in the team page about our coach sneak peek. Let's see. So what are we going to have for topics?
Well, something I was actually talking with Creighton about. What? Why are you looking at me? All right, whatever. It's not too loud. You guys be over there. So anyway, something I was talking to him about today was just that, I have to be invested in my business, even just for my own personal health and well-being. That, so for me, it's a little bit backwards. It's not necessarily so much about the financial incentive or anything. It's more just that if I'm not having to lead the way and lead by example and show other people accountability, then I'm not accountable. I don't hold myself accountable, and I don't hold myself accountable in the same way as I do when I'm part of a team. And so I don't know if that would be of value, but I certainly feel like that's something that is really on the front of my mind right now, is just that it still comes back to me doing, whatever way this works. It's still about me making sure that I'm meeting my goals, as just a human being or not. And I've totally fallen off the wagon, but you and I have been talking.
Yeah.
It's been such a help, Kim. So
no, I think that's a great topic. Okay, so we're going to talk about what a coach does. What did I say? The 4 vitals. How you earn. No, let's do the 4 vitals, and then let's do Kimberly's topic. Why it's like a personal story, like why I am a Beachbody coach.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I think probably, I don't know, Stacy, if you'd want to talk about the vitals, or if Lizzie would talk about the vitals, but I think those are fairly straightforward. Like if you're, kind of nervous about one of the, I wouldn't feel very comfortable talking about how you earn money.
I can do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Me either.
I know. So don't give me that topic. I'll create one. I'll make one up.
No, I can do that one. That's okay. Lizzie, Kimberly, Heather, Kim, Stacy. That's 5 people. That's pretty good, because the other one that we've been doing with the refinery has been 7. So I think we've got plenty of people to do it.
Cool.
We'll talk about how you earn money, and we won't go into the bonus cycles and all that stuff. We'll do retail sales and team building, and that's what we'll talk about there. And then let's see, how to earn. I'll do 6 things, I think. What was the other topic? Oh, the 3 different types of coaches, right?
I could probably fold that into my discussion if you want.
Let's make it a separate one.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about how to earn money, how you earn, and then we'll talk about the 3 different types of coaches. Is that a good order, do you think?
Sure.
Okay. And you can do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
And then what's next? We'll call it what's next. Okay. And so, Stacy, what sounds good to you? Topics.
Well, I agree with Kimberly on the how to earn money piece.
Well, I've already put my name down there. So we have what a coach does, the 4 vitals, and what's next. Like, what's the next step? Which would be join a challenge group. Talk to your coach. We can get you enrolled as a coach. We'll do your training for you, and we'll get you on the road. You know, that's not a big topic, but I mean, you can still spend 5 minutes talking about it. But you don't.
Well, and that the training can be as basic or intense as what you can manage. You know, I mean, that's also a nice thing too. Is that it's like sometimes if you throw like you get all this great training, oh my God, you know,
it freaks people out.
Yeah. It maybe could, but just that, you know, depending on, you know, what your goals really are, and especially your initial goals, you know, we can help tailor make your training program or whatever.
Yeah. We have a modifier.
Right?
Yes, we have a modifier. I like that, Stacey. That's hilarious.
I love that. That's awesome. Okay, so so the topics are, what does a coach do, the 4 vitals, and then what's next? Which one sounds good to you?
What's next?
Okay. And then we've got 4 vitals and what a coach does. And we still have Lizzie and Heather to plug in. Should we assign them something since they're...
I think we assign them. I think Lizzie could probably do the vitals.
Okay. And so Heather gets to do what a coach does. Too bad they weren't here. Okay. So I will put that in the team page. Go make sure you look at the calendar, because the following week after that I had, and it doesn't have to be the following week. I just wanted some time to develop some different content. So I was going to do a clean eating group, or not we are going to do a clean eating group as a team. And I thought we could do 6 days, starting on a Sunday, and do 6 days, so Sunday to Saturday, with a grocery list and recipes and then tips every day. And I found a couple from some very successful coaches, specifically, I always say this wrong, Mindy Winder. I always say Wendy Minder. Do y'all know who she is? Yeah, I quite like her. But she has some stuff on her website, actually, of clean eating groups, and I thought the content was really good. I didn't think that it fits completely how we are, but I thought that it was a good starting point. And so I wanted to kind of mess with it a little bit, and then I'll send it out to you guys, and you can say, well, I like this, I don't like this, I like this, I don't like this, and just kind of adjust it as we go. But I thought it was really important for us to do that together. I feel like a little bit like what's going on is we're all kind of trying to do different things because our lives are a little crazy. And so we're all trying to do all these things, but maybe we're all duplicating efforts when we don't really need to. And so I feel like if we start to put some of this stuff together, that we can just do it together. And then we are each making a small effort into a bigger effort. And that way...
Stronger together.
Yeah, I think so. I just think we're all splintering a little bit, but only not because whatever. It's just because we're all busy. And we all have a different schedule and we all have different things going on. But I feel like, you know, if we set aside an hour a month for a coach sneak peek, I don't think that's that much. And once we get it down to a science, which may take 2 or 3 times, it's not going to be like you have to develop any content to do it anymore. You'll just know it, and you'll get on there and you'll just kick some butt, and then you'll get off and you'll be done. So, I mean, I think if we have 1 hour once a month for that, and then we continue to develop new and different ideas for free groups. And I think something that went really well for us, and I think Stacey, I think y'all were both part of it, but the crock pot group, that was
idea.
Awesome. So I think we should redo that exactly like we did it in October, like the same exact.
I agree.
Because that kicked some butt. I mean, I think I had 125 people in that group. It was crazy. I mean, I think the total number of people in that group was over 400. So, you know, and then in terms of challenge groups, I know Kimberly, yours is going, and I see people in it, and I see posting and commenting. It's not bad, really. It's not pretty. It's really not, you know.
I think what Lizzie and I have talked about, I mean, some of it is I don't actually have a computer at home. So for me, posting and like keeping track of my content and everything is a little challenging right now. But I'll figure it out. But, you know, we just have found with our people that running actual challenges through my challenge tracker tends to help people get better results.
That's great.
And so we're going to still keep that group going, but really try to bump up
your challenge tracker.
Bump the ante up on challenge tracker. And I think, isn't there one starting like next week that's supposed
September
to be
11th? That's supposed to be
pretty epic. Yeah.
So everything.
Stacey, are you doing with anything with that or?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I probably should.
No, Stacey.
I saw something about it, but I've been traveling for 2 weeks, so I kind of haven't. I've been way off track the last 2 weeks. I saw something on it, but I have to go back and look.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have a challenge group because you know I've done all my challenge groups with Tanya.
Oh, okay.
Now I know I'm in yours, Kimberly, but I haven't put anybody in it. So now I'm kind of reworking everything.
Yeah, I mean,
you mean Kim's group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Kimberly. She's Kim.
Did I say Kimberly? Sorry.
You did. It's very confusing.
Y'all stop.
It is confusing, right? So, yeah, I mean, you are welcome to just add people to mine.
Yeah.
Until you feel comfortable doing your own. And I don't really care when you decide to do that. But by the time you hit Diamond, I would say at least after you hit Diamond, you should be running your own challenge groups. But up until then,
I was running them.
Oh, well then
I'm comfortable running them because I have been.
If you don't have enough people to keep it lively, then you can put them in mine.
Yeah.
Or you, me, and Lizzie could always.
You could do your challenge tracker thing too.
Yeah. Or either challenge tracker or even our Facebook group or anything. I mean, I'm totally open to that, and I'm sure she would be as well. And you know, it's really. Like you said, Kim, it's like unless you have a certain critical mass, it's not super helpful. But, you know, I've also had some challengers that, you know, I had started off in Kim's group that just felt like that was a little too big for them. So, you know, some of it too is that, you know, like if they don't know the people and it's a huge group, they might not post.
It's always around 75 people. Even when I clean it out, like I'll clean it out at the end of the 30 days. Because there's usually like 7 to 10 days in between. But then by the time we start up again, I've still got 75 again. It just doesn't get smaller.
Yeah, and we're kind of more around 20 to 30.
Which is a great number too. And, you know, the challenge tracker works really well for a lot of people. There's a lot of top coaches that don't use Facebook anymore to run their challenge groups off of.
Well, there are a couple things that I like about it. You have to, before you start as a challenger and even, I guess, as a coach, you know, you have to go back through that and fill out your goals and take pictures. And, you know, I think that kind of increases that level of accountability. Mm-hmm. You know, and even if it's skip, you know, it's still, you know, you need to do it. And then, you know, like I said, I set it so that I get reminders every day, like, oh crap, you know, I haven't put anything in. So then, you know, I know that means either I need to do the thing that I need to do so that I can log it, or I just need to remember to log it. So I do like it for that. I mean, I
do too.
It's different, but I do really like that.
I'm warming up to it. Up to it.
It's getting better too. It's a much better interface than it was, you know, when we started using it last year. So. And
I guess if all the challenge groups that start on September 11th, all of the super trainers are going to be posting in those groups. Carl's going to be posting, you know, so if you're doing a challenge tracker group and it starts on Monday, that's going to be a fun group for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Stacy, however you want to do it, I would recommend getting either going with Kimberly and Lizzie or getting in with mine. Whatever you want to do, just get in with one of us. That way, you have a place to put people.
Yeah.
And then, and then when you feel like it, and you feel like you've got 12 people, and you want to move away. That's how Kimberly did it. She used to put her people in mine, and then when she started feeling more confident, she just moved them over to hers, and that works great.
Was that a hassle for you moving the people? I mean, because I know, like, I've been moved from groups before, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, how did I get in this new group? Or did you announce?
I used to be, when I first became a coach, I was in Chris's challenge group, and so I took my people and I just told them, I sent them all each a little message and said, hey, I'm going out on my own. I'm doing my own challenge group. I'll be adding you to the group and taking you out of this one. So I removed them from Chris's groups and I'd add them to my groups, but I always told them first.
Okay.
Yeah, let them know. Just keep them in the loop.
That's easy. They like that. They joined to be with you anyway.
Right.
So if you choose to go out on your own, then chances are they're actually going to like that better. Even if you're just copying my content, which I don't care if you do that either.
Which I've done.
I don't care if you do that. I don't have a problem with it. And that's kind of the whole of this conversation, is just to tell you guys, you do not have to do any of this on your own. If I have done it before, copy it. I don't care. The thing is we don't have the same people in our groups, so they will not have seen it before. I probably have, my gosh, I've been doing this for 3 years. I have, 30 different challenge group content months. 30. So, I think I just sent Kimberly 3 or 4, and you make it your own. Clearly.
Yeah, you did. You sent me some.
Yeah. They're Excel spreadsheets, and I just post directly from there. But, the whole point of this is that we are a team, and we need to use each other's resources because we are all busy. We all work, and we're all trying to make this work for whatever reason, whatever the reason is, whether it's for your own good or for it's financial or whatever it is, we're all trying to make this work. And if we pool our resources together, that 40-hour week plus your Beachbody thing doesn't become such a burden. It becomes something you enjoy. You can come home from work, put the kids down, put the dog down, whatever, and then sit down and work your business for 30 or 45 minutes and enjoy it, not let it be so hard because you have to create something else. Even the coaches up high are using other people's stuff. Shay has been posting some stuff that's come from Brooke Lipoff. Have you seen that stuff in the refinery?
Yeah.
So about going back to the idea of sending out sampler packs that come from you, not from Beachbody, because when they come from you, they're coming with a little note and maybe some recipes, or from Beachbody, it's just kind of cold and it's a box and it's some packets. And that's how we used to send them out. Like when I used to send out packets to people when I first became a coach, when they didn't have a sampler pack, I would send out 4 packets and there'd be some reading material and there'd be a little note, and then I'd send some recipes, and like she's putting like little packets of cinnamon and just some cute little things that don't really cost anything, but really make it cute. Like bought some really cute boxes at the dollar store, and made it personal. And it's all kind of coming back to that. But that Shay's going to start doing that. That idea didn't come from Shay. It came from Brooke, And so you don't have to recreate anything. Everybody's done something. That's why I was sitting down the other day and looking at my clean eating groups, and I'm like, And then so I thought, well, certainly one of these top coaches has done it, and I Googled it. I Googled clean eating group content, and the first thing that came up was Mindy Winder's stuff, and I went and looked at it, and I'm like, genius, I'll take it. And so I was going to start working it into something that fit our team a little bit more and fit our mold a little bit more, and then push it out to you guys and let you guys mold it even further, and really make it something that we can repeat, like this group that we did last year with this I mean, that group kicked butt. That the crock pot group.
Yeah,
We don't ever have to change that content ever. We
Yeah.
just do
I
it.
still use that carnitas recipe like all the time.
Gosh, it was fabulous. The recipes were great. The engagement was great. I mean, it was just a good group. So I want to develop more groups like that, where we develop it together and then we tweak it until it's right. And then that's our group. And we don't have to keep recreating stuff. But seriously, if I go spend an hour looking at this and kind of messing with it a little bit, and then you guys each spend 10 minutes looking it over and changing it, and then maybe it works kind of, but maybe there's some other things we can do differently, and then we tweak it again and everybody spends 10 minutes, and then the second time we run it, it's awesome. We don't ever have to build another one ever again. She's been running this same clean eating group for 5 years. Right?
Wow.
I mean, so, that's the thing. We don't have to keep recreating. And that's my goal in talking about all this with you guys is just let's start building systems. Something I was listening to, and I can't remember who said it. It was a dude's voice. It was on a Shalene thing. Those have been really good lately, by the way. The Build Your Tribe, man alive, they've been good lately if you podcast.
She's amazing.
Oh, it was the guy from Paul Mitchell. It's the guy who runs the Paul Mitchell salons. The Paul Mitchell schools. Win Claybaugh is his name. He was saying that people aren't what makes a business run. Systems are what make a business run. And, while we are the people, we have to have systems in place. And that's what got me to thinking about this stuff is that, we can have a system for sneak peeks. We can have a system for clean eating. We can have a system for a crock pot group. We can have a a system for training, which we still don't have. I have tried to develop different trainings with different success partners, and we're still not getting good engagement. So if we can put all these systems into place, you guys, our businesses will run themselves. And that's what these top coaches are doing. They're putting things in place that work, and then the businesses just run themselves. So that's my goal. That's my goal with all this. And I think that we just need to do it. And I don't think it will take a lot of time on any one person's part. And I'm happy to take the brunt of the time. But like I said, October is going to be the crock pot group, just as it was before. And then let's develop this clean eating. And then maybe next week we'll actually do a dry run on our sneak peek and do our run through our topics, or just bullet point. I don't care. We don't have to do the whole 6 minutes per topic, but just run through our topics and kind of be able to share with each other what may be missing or what we might want to add to it. And then I feel like that'll be a solid piece of work for us, and maybe it could work. So
when are we doing clean eating?
The 24th, I think, is a Sunday.
Sunday. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I like to do those groups. We're about to get cut off, but I like to do those groups toward the end of the month because then it allows you to invite for the next month, right?
Right.
So you do clean eating at the end of the month, and you have all those people to talk to for the beginning of October. Yay! Right. Okay, I'm glad you guys were here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for spending the time. And I'll be putting this stuff together, and we'll start looking at it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. Let us know what we can do to help.
Thank you. Bye.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye.
Love y'all.